my feet every time. So, I love video games, and I also brought my iPod because I love music, and when you're stressed out, it just kind of like relaxes you and makes you forget about your problems temporarily. So, and I'm also a history major, so I figured it would be fitting to bring a history book because it kind of consumes my life. So I have to read about 5 of these this week, or not this week, this semester, so it's gonna be pretty hellish. And that's all I got. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Vincent. I was born and raised in New York. Actually lived in the next town over, Canton. I graduated from Canton, and during my time as a high schooler, I played a lot of basketball. Never was really good at it, but I played best I could, and hoped that at least I'd be able to play in college, which fortunately, probably most people. School takes up a lot of time. You're not able to do exactly what you plan on doing, but still like to go to the basketball courts during the summer. I'm usually playing basketball instead of going to a beach. That's a little bit of my life. When I'm not playing basketball, I like to go fishing in my free time. I was actually introduced to ice fishing last year. Caught my first northern pike, keeping size. I do a lot of fishing in my free time. It's a good way for me and my grandfather to really bond and kind of get to know each other a lot better. He's pretty much become my best friend. Every weekend I receive a call from him asking what time he's picking me up to go fishing. So it's pretty nice to have somebody who's really close to you. It's also nice to have family. Unfortunately, when I'm not in school, I'm more of the time at work, which is where the watch comes in. I work at Kinney Drugs Pharmacy. I work a lot. I usually work about 30 hours a week. During the summer, it's closer to 40. They still don't give me enough to be full-time, but then again, it pays for bills and stuff. And that's where work really comes in. Work has taught me a lot about responsibility, being organized. When you work in a pharmacy, there's not really time to slack off. One slip up, it could cost you either 10 years in jail or $200,000 fine. That's one thing that scared the crap out of me when I first applied, but seem to be doing good. I'm actually one of the top employees there, and that's pretty much my life.
My name is Elisa. I just transferred here from Clarkson, so this is my first semester here at Potsdam. And I'm actually from Star Lake, which no one's probably ever heard of. It's an hour away. There's no cell service, so that's why I brought my phone. It's my first item because it's pretty important. I go crazy as soon as I get home because there's no cell service, so when I come back, it's pretty fun. And the way that I keep busy when I'm at home with no cell service is my family. I have a pretty big family. Everyone lives right in Star Lake, so there's always someone to go visit, someone to see. I have 3 sisters and a brother, so the house is always loud. There's never any quiet time. And yeah, my mom makes us go and get our pictures done. She'll take them like every year, and it takes forever because none of us cooperate, and it's just not a good time. And the last thing I brought is a book by my favorite author, Nicholas Sparks. And that's another way that I like to bond with my family, because my mom likes to read the same books, and so does my aunt. So she'll take us, me and my sister, she's 16, we'll go and watch the movies, and she always makes sure we read the book before we go, otherwise we can't go with her. And yeah, that's pretty much all about me.
So my name is Megan Halstead, and I'm a dance major here at Potsdam. So that's why I brought my dance shoes. I've been dancing since I was 3 years old, so 16 years. I've done tap, jazz, ballet, point, lyrical, hip hop, modern, contemporary, musical theater, break dancing, anything, you name it, probably take a class. But I'm mainly a tap dancer. I've competed with tap for 5 years. Went all over the state. Lisa's Center of Dance Artistry Company team. Yes. I have my iPod. I really like to, if I don't know what to do, if I'm bored or whatever, I like to choreograph. Just put on a song and start to choreograph and stuff. When I get older, after I graduate, I would like to open my own dance studio. So, my iPod also shows me. It's got dancers all over it, all kinds of stuff. I like to choreograph because I feel like you can express anything through dance. Express anything I'm feeling, probably better than I can with words. My grandfather passed away this summer. He was the closest person to me, and took my iPod out in the backyard and just danced a few hours. My last item I have is an ace bandage. I'm probably the most accident-prone dancer you'll ever meet in your life. I've broken my toes dancing. I sprained my spinal cord. That was nice. Last semester tore my hamstring. And the year before that, I sprained my abdominal oblique muscles. Yeah, doing a leap out of a pirouette, so that was fun. But that's it.
Bringing up the rear. First off, before I start, I would like to comment on the concert tickets that were floating around. I'm a big fan of hardcore music, and I do know who the Cherry is. It must have been a phenomenal concert.
It was. Josh wasn't there, so we sang all the songs.
That's unfortunate. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Taylor Salisbury, and I am from Potsdam, New York, hometown boy. I have 3 things I would like to show you and express my personality. First thing is my hockey glove. I played for the Potsdam Junior Hockey Association ever since I learned how to skate around 5 years old. And it has given me a lot of good memories and a lot of bad memories. The greatest highlight of it would be the day that my father had a heart attack. 6 years ago, he had a heart attack from smoking too much. He had a 98% blockage in his heart. Nobody thought that he was going to live, including his doctor. I had a game the next day. It was in Malone, and I didn't think I'd be able to play. The emotion was so much that I didn't want to go. Fortunately, I had a ride, so I had to go. That game was the greatest game I've ever had. I had 6 points, 4 goals, and 2 assists. After the game, everybody congratulated me with a game puck, which I then gave to my father about 3 weeks later when he came back from having surgery. The second object that I would like to express with you is DVD case, Tron Legacy. He's nodding in the back. Oh, yeah. I am also a nerd. I am a huge movie and video game buff. I am called the Walking Movie Dictionary by most of my close friends because they will have a normal conversation in public and I will, out of nowhere, say a quote from a movie that I know or I've seen. And it takes up most of my time. I would love to do something in movies, direct, act. I love acting. But right now, I'm just trying to get through college as much as anybody, so. The third object that I have is a sketch pad. I've been doing art for a long time, and I've earned many local accomplishments and accolades. Many play pamphlets, also some art that has been put into the newspaper here. The greatest award that I've gotten as an artist was the Frederick Remington Art Award. So if you do not know Frederick Remington, widely known in New York, and it was one of the greatest things that could probably ever happen to me with art. Funny thing is, I didn't even draw. I didn't paint, I didn't sculpt, I didn't sketch. I literally took a few leaves out of the back of my yard and put them together and made a beaver on a piece of paper with a painting landscape. So that's a pretty cool accomplishment. On that note, I'd like to thank you for listening and have a good day.
I think that's everybody, huh? We got everybody. Awesome. That was really good. You guys are great. I think that's probably